we have discussed the causes for the outbreak of the 1857 revolt. Okay, and we have seen that a large section of people, okay, Indians were not happy with the Britishers, and we have discussed about the Nawabs. Okay, they seems their power is being lost or eroded when the Britishers took control over some of the territories. Then we have seen that the ruling families, okay, Rani Lakshmi Bai and Nana Sahib, some of the ruling families, they were not happy with the Britishers. The Britishers tried to conquer or annex some of the territories of Indian rulers. Okay, so they also reacted against to the Britishers. Then we have seen the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar. So the Britishers were not happy with the Mughal rule, so they wanted to end the Mughal dynasty. Okay, so they step by step they introduced some plans to remove Mughal rule from India. Okay, then also we have seen that the condition of the peasants. Okay, the peasants were not happy with the high taxes and the rigid methods of revenue collection. Okay, so the peasants, they were forced to produce the things which are demanded, okay, which has high demand in European market, and they buy all the things from means from the Indian peasants at a cheaper rate, and they sell it at for high rate at their at European market. Okay, so these people, they were making huge profit, okay, by exploiting the peasants. Okay, so the high taxes and the rigid methods of revenue collection. Then I have told you the 1857 revolt, it is also known as Sepoy Mutiny. Okay, Sepoy Mutiny. So the Sepoys also, okay, the main reason for the outbreak of this revolt was it is concerned with the Sepoys. Okay, Sepoys were not
Madam
happy
is
with the
playing in.
Alan. Are you saying something? Okay. So, children, sepoys were not happy with their salary, their working hours, working conditions. Okay. Children, begin
Mom, you
from
get
here.
1 point.
Okay, okay. Okay, so the plan to end the Mughal dynasty. Okay, so the first I have told you the Britishers, they were not happy with the Mughal rule. Okay, so they wanted to put an end to the Mughal rule, and so step by step they introduced some plans to remove the Mughal rulers from power. Okay, so the first step, they removed the name of the Mughal king from the coins. Okay, the coins minted by the Britishers, they removed the name of the Mughal king, and then they announced that, okay, General Dalhousie, after the death of Bahadur Shah Zafar, the family of the Mughal rulers, they needed to shift from Red Fort. Okay, so Red Fort was the residence of the Mughal rulers or Mughal empires, okay, emperors. So the Britishers were asked the Mughal rulers to shift from Red Fort, and they will be given another place to reside. Then another announcement, okay, was by Canning, okay, Governor General Canning, that after the death of Bahadur Shah Zafar, none of his descendants, okay, none of his family members would be recognized as king. They will only be called as princes. Okay, so step by step, the Britishers prepared plans to end the Mughal dynasty or Mughal rule from India. Okay, so this we have discussed, and the next is the sepoys and the peasants. Okay, I have told you, children, the peasants were not happy with the high taxes. The taxes were collecting from the peasants, and they were extracting huge amount from the peasants, sometimes 50%. Okay, half of the production they needed to pay as taxes to the Britishers. Okay, so the peasants, their condition was hard and miserable. They were, means most of them were poor, and most of them are cultivating in the land owned by some others. Okay, they were not on the land they cultivated. Okay, they were paying rent for cultivation. Okay, cultivating that piece of land, they were paying rent for the landowners. So their life was entirely miserable. Okay, so in addition to that, the Britishers, okay, they needed to pay high taxes and also rigid methods of revenue collection. What do you mean by rigid method of revenue collection? If they fail to pay the rent, okay, if they fail to pay the rent, sometimes their land would be taken away from them. Okay, so many of the peasants lost their land. Okay, many of them lost their land. They were tilling for generation. Okay, that means traditionally they were occupying some lands for cultivation. So most of the peasants lost the lands they cultivated. So the peasants, they were angry against the Britishers and they joined with the revoltees. Okay, so the peasants, they were not happy with the high taxes. Okay, and I have told you children, especially about indigo, our peasants, they were very primitive in agriculture. Because they were not using modern weapons or modern tools. Okay, modern tools or modern methods for agriculture. They merely depending upon monsoon for the agriculture. But the Britishers, they forced Indians to cultivate some things. Okay, that means indigo, which has a great demand in Europe. Okay, so the British, the peasants, actually they were obeying what the Britishers were asked to, and also they were paying huge taxes. So it was very difficult for the peasants to live during that time because they were paying the taxes. They are, most of the land they were cultivating, that is owned by some other person. And if any peasants, if they fail to pay the loan, okay, what will happen? Their land would be taken away from them, okay, by the Britishers. So this was the problem with the peasants. Okay, then what was the problem with the sepoys? The sepoys were not happy with their pay, salary, allowances, and condition of services. Okay, so the peasants, they were not happy with their pay. Okay, their salary was not enough, their allowances, okay, their allowances and the condition of service, that means working hours, everything. Okay, the sepoys were not happy with their working atmosphere. Okay, then some of the new rules violated the religious sentiments and belief. So during this time, the Britishers introduced some new rules. Okay, let us discuss what are the new rules they have introduced. See children, during that time, the Hindus believed that, okay, Hindus believed that if anyone, okay, if anyone cross the sea, okay, if anyone crossed the sea, they would lost their religion and caste. That was the belief existed among the Hindus. That means if any Hindu, if they cross the sea, okay, just if they travel through the sea, okay, it would means that would make them lost their religion and caste. Okay, that was the belief existed among the Hindus. So in the year 1824, the Britishers asked Indian seaports to go to Burma. I have told you, children, Burma is the former name of Myanmar.
Myanmar.
Yes, Myanmar. So the sepoys were asked to go to Burma. So many of the sepoys were not ready to obey this order. They are ready to go by land. Okay, they are ready to go by land route, but the Britishers compel them to go through the sea. Okay, so the many sepoys were not ready to do this order or to obey this order. So these sepoys were severely punished. Okay, so all these sepoys who refused to cross the sea, they were severely punished by the Britishers. Okay, so and also this is very important, children. The company passed a new law in the year 1856. Okay, so in the year 1856, company passed a new law Okay, according to that law, it was mandatory, okay, compulsory for a sepoy to agree to serve overseas if required. What do you mean by overseas? Hmm?
Travel through the seas.
Ah, yes. Okay. So a new law was passed in the year 1856. Okay. According to this law, it was compulsory. Okay. It first compulsory for a sepoy to overseas. Okay. To agree to overseas if required. That means if required, the sepoys, they needed to cross the sea and they needed to fight the war or battle or whatever maybe. Okay, so children, this I already the sepoys were not happy with their working condition, their salary, their working hours, their allowances, everything was not satisfactory. Added to this, the Britishers compelled them to do some things that was against their belief. Okay, and what was the problem with the sea voyages? It was a belief existed among the Hindus. Okay, that if they crossed the sea, they would lose their religion and caste. Clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that means the Hindus believed that. See, I have told you about that we will discuss later. So, some of the customs and practices, we know that during that time, the Indian society, especially Hindu religion, it is full of this type of stereotype or customs and practices was prevalent during that time. So, actually, the people, the Hindus believed that if they crossed the sea, they would lose their religion and the caste. That was the belief existed during that time. Okay, so when in 1824 the sepoys were asked to go Burma through sea route. Okay, they were ready to go by land route, but the company of the Britishers forced the Indian sepoys to go through sea. Okay, go through the sea route. So they did not, the sepoys were not ready to obey this order, and the sepoys, those who means those who refused, okay, those who refused to go through the sea, they were severely punished by the
Punished.
Britishers. Okay, then in the year 1856, company passed a new law. Okay, what was the law meant? It was compulsory. Okay, the means it was according to this law, it was compulsory or mandatory for a sepoy to overseas if required. If it is required, sepoys, he needed to cross the sea. Okay, that was compulsory if he wanted to serve as a sepoy. So most of the sepoys were from rural background. That means, children, when the peasants, most of the peasants, they do not have any hope because their production, if they lose their production, it will be a problem to them. So many of the peasants, they stopped doing agriculture and they joined with the British army. Okay, British army. So many of the sepoys from rural background, so they had their families living in the villages, so they also reacted what was happening into this side. Okay, so anyone please tell me what was the problem with the sepoys?
Ma'am,
Hmm.
they will not travel through the seas.
Yeah, what was the belief during that time?
Ma'am, if they travel through the seas,
Hmm.
they believe that their caste and religions will be lost.
Very good. Okay, Divan. So that was the belief existed among the Hindus. Okay, they believed that if they crossed the sea, they would lose their religion and the caste. Okay, then what was the law passed by the Britishers?
Ma'am,
Gopi,
Ma'am.
Gopi Krishna.
Yes, ma'am.
What was the law passed in the year 1856?
Ma'am, the British said that uh, the sepoys want to uh, travel to the sea when
Yes,
they
yes.
said it
Okay,
is
yes.
necessary.
It was mandatory for the sepoys to cross the sea. Okay, if they needed to be in service, they needed to cross the sea. Okay, overseas. if it is required, they needed to do that. Okay, so this law, this hurt the religious sentiments of the Hindus. Okay, they were not
Ma'am,
ready to, yeah,
ma'am, can you show that last slide?
this one. Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
okay, so the sorry, this law, okay, it hurt the religious sentiments of the Hindus. Okay, means many of the sepoys, they were not ready to cross the sea, but the Britishers compelled them to cross the sea. Okay, so the peasants, they were not happy with the high taxes and rigid methods of revenue collection. The sepoys, they were not happy with their allowances, their salary, their condition of service, working hours and all. So this all made the peasants and the sepoys revolt against the Britishers. These 2 points are clear to you, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Then now we will discuss the reforms. Okay. See, children, what do you mean by reforms? Reforms. Hmm? Anyone? Have you heard about reformation? Reformation. Uh,
Ma'am, again farming.
means something, something for a change. Okay, means already I have told you the Indian society or the religious. Okay, many religious people, they believed in many customs and practices. Okay, so the Britishers, they made some changes. Okay, they made some changes. So we'll discuss what are the reforms or changes made by the Britishers. See, children, this very important. So point by point, you needed to study. A new law was passed against the practice of sati.
The new law was
Passed against the practice of sati. What do you mean by sati? Have you heard about sati? A
Yes, ma'am.
practice?
yes, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
if
When the
the
husband dies,
husband
When the
dies,
husband
the
dead,
he would
Wife
have to
has
wife
jump
to
into the
also should
fire.
yes,
jump
wife
into
also
that
has to
funeral.
commit suicide on in funeral fire, right? Okay, so that was a custom prevalent or existed in the Hindu people. Okay, among the Hindu religion or among the Hindu people. So many, even many of our leaders. Okay, Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Have you heard about Raja Ram Mohan Roy?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
No.
Yes, he's the man who means who worked, okay, who worked against this evil practice. Okay, that means if a husband dead, the wife, okay, she do not have the right to live in the society. Okay, means she needed to commit suicide on his funeral fire. Okay, so the Britishers, they banned or stopped sati. Okay. See, children, actually, this all reforms made by the Britishers, it is really, it is good. Okay, it was good. But it hurt the religious sentiments. That time, okay, during this time, 1857 or before that time, the Hindus or the people, they believed in many things like this. Okay, so they believed that, the Hindus believed that a wife, she do not have the right to leave after when her husband dead. Okay, so she also needed to do what? She also needed to commit suicide. Okay, she also needed to die. Okay, so this practice of sati was existed among the Hindu people. So the Britishers passed a law, okay, against the practice of sati. They banned sati. Okay. The second one, again a law was passed to encourage widow remarriage. This is the second point. Okay, so the Britishers, they passed a law to encourage widow remarriage. See, children, even if a widow means till that time, sati, okay, was to be sati has to be maintained, means they needed to die or they needed to commit suicide. When the Britishers banned sati, or a law was passed to stop sati, after that the life of the widows was hard and miserable. Okay, who were widows?
Ma'am, the women whose
Ma'am,
husbands
the
are
person who
not
doesn't
there.
have a
Yes,
husband.
yes, lady without husband. So the life of widow, it was very hard and miserable during that time. She needed to shave her head, and she needed to, means she is prohibited from attending the public functions. And also we know that during that time the girls or women were not allowed for education. She is not working. Okay, so the life of widows was very hard and miserable during that time. Okay, but even the widows were not allowed to remarry. Okay, she means a widow, she is not allowed to remarry. So the Britishers passed a law to encourage widow remarriage. Okay, so there is someone needed to be take care about a widow. Okay, so she have the right to marry again. Okay, so these all reforms made by the Britishers, that means they stopped the practice of sati, they encourage widow remarriage. Okay, these two reforms made by the Britishers, it was good, but it hurt the religious sentiments of the Indians. The Indians were not happy with these reforms. Okay, then third one, the Britishers removed Arabic and Sanskrit language, Arabic and Sanskrit languages from the school, and they promoted English languages. Okay, that is the third point. The first point, the Britishers stopped the practice of sati. Second one, they encouraged, okay, the law was passed to encourage widow remarriages. And third one, they removed Arabic and Sanskrit, which was the traditional language of Hindus and the Muslims. Okay, they removed Arabic and Sanskrit from the schools and the colleges, and they promoted English language. Okay, so at that time, the Indians believed that if anyone, means if any Indian, if they learn uh, English, okay, it would destroy the culture, tradition. Okay, that was the belief. We know that even the women were not allowed for attending the school. Okay, and even the girls or the boys. Okay, during that time, the Indians believed that if they learn or if they study English, it would destroy the culture, tradition, okay, of the Indians. Okay, so these all actions taken by the Britishers were not taken in a good sense by the Indians. Okay, they were not happy with all these developments. That is, sati was banned, encouraged widow remarriages, and they promoted the English language. Is it clear? Clear, children? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. The next is the Christian missionaries. See, children, Christianity was brought over to India by the French people. Okay, from by the French people, and but the Christian people, it was means mainly here Hindus and Muslims were here during that time. So the Britishers, they promoted Christianity, or they encouraged the people to convert into Christianity. Encouraged Christianity. So Christian missionaries, what do you mean by missionaries? Those who preaches the religion. Okay, those who preaches their religion. So the Christian missionaries were allowed to function freely. The means the Britishers, they encourage Christian missionaries to function here in India. And this is very important, children. 1850, a law was passed. Okay, according to that law, it allowed an Indian who had converted to Christianity. Means, what do you mean by converted to Christianity?
Ma'am, from their religion, they became a
Ah,
Christian.
they change. Means if by birth, if a Hindu or a Muslim, they can change their religion to Christianity. They can inherit the property of his ancestors. What do you mean by
Ma'am,
that? Mm.
ma'am,
all
the properties of their ancestors, it
They
will be
do. Yes,
theirs.
they do have the right to inherit their ancestral property, their father's property. Okay, so till that time, means if someone is converted to any another religion, they were not given this their ancestral property. Okay, but according to this law, this means that they wanted, the Britishers, they wanted to encourage Christianity, or they wanted to promote Christianity over here in India. So they passed many laws to encourage, okay, encourage Christianity. So a new law was passed. According to that, if anyone converted to Christianity, they can inherit, okay, they can access their ancestral property. They will have the right for their ancestral property. Clear, children? Is it clear?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, children, so this was the another method. Okay. So, these 4 points are very important. The first one, practice of sati. Sati was the evil practice existed among the Hindu people. Means a wife, okay, after when her husband died, the wife has to commit suicide. So the many of our Indian leaders also resisted against it, and the Britishers passed a law to stop or ban sati. The second point, they encourage widow remarriages. The life of widows was very hard and miserable during this time. They were leading a miserable life. They were not allowed to attend any public functions or any public places, and even they were not given permission to work. Okay, so the Britishers, they encourage widow remarriage. They can remarry again. Then the next is they removed Arabic and Sanskrit languages from the schools and the colleges, and they promoted they promoted English language. Okay, so during that time, the Indians believed that if anyone, okay, if any Indian study or learn English, it would destroy the culture, tradition, okay, of our life or of our society. So most of them did not like this step. Okay, then the other one, the Britishers encouraged Christianity. Okay, they encourage Christianity. Christian missionaries can practice or function here freely, and a law was made that anyone, if they converted to Christianity, okay, if anyone or a Hindu or a Muslim, if they change their religion to Christianity, they can inherit their ancestral property. Okay, they will get their father's property. Okay, a share will be given to them. So these all methods, okay, a feeling was developing among most of the Indians that the Britishers were trying to destroy our religion, customs, and traditional way of life. Okay, so these all 4 steps done by, or reforms done by the Britishers, they were not taken in a good sense by the Britishers. Okay, so many of them, they were not happy with all this. They wanted to do, okay, or they wanted to protest against the Britishers. Okay. Uh, Krishnaveni, can you tell me which are the reforms made by the Britishers?
Ma'am, they passed a new law
Tell
against
me.
the practice of sati.
Yes. Okay, they stopped the practice of sati. Okay, then
Then new law passed to encourage widows to remarriage.
yes, yeah. So they encourage widow remarriages. Third one,
Then they removed Arabic and Sanskrit
yes,
languages
they
from
removed Arabic
schools.
and Sanskrit languages. And last one, they
They
encouraged
encouraged Christianity.
Christianity. Okay, so all these are the reforms made by the Britishers, but the Indians were not happy with these reforms. Okay, clear? Devon,
Yes, ma'am.
clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone, children, anyone having any doubt? Any of the points?
Ma'am, can you
The
hide the sepoys
second
and
one can
peasants?
explain.
Midun, tell me.
I can explain the second example to encourage widow remarriage.
Widow remarriages. Okay.
Can
See,
explain.
widows means those husband has died, right?
Yes.
Okay. So during that time, the condition of woman, we have discussed it before. Okay, the woman, they were not enjoying any freedom during that time. They were not allowed to attend the school, and even when the husband died, what was the custom? She also needed to die along with him, right? Okay, so when the Britishers banned sati, the widows can live. Okay, widows can live at that time, but their life was very miserable. They were not allowed to remarry. They were not allowed to attend any public function. They needed to wear white dresses and they needed to shave their head. Okay, so all this like they want. Like Devon. Okay, so this was the things they were doing, the widows were doing that time. Okay, so the Britishers chopped all this one. They permitted the widows to remarry. Okay, so there will be someone to take care her, right? Okay,
Mm,
but this is good, right? A widow actually she needed. I mean she will be relaxed if she remarry, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but the Indians, okay, it was against their customs. Okay, the Hindus believed that it was against their custom. Okay, so naturally the Hindu people, they were not happy with this. Clear, Midun?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, then Shivanya.
Ma'am, can you show that slide?
Okay,
Sepoys.
sepoys. This one, Shivanya.
Not this one, ma'am. That first slide. The
First,
peasants and the
Boy.
sepoys.
this one.
Green it slowly. Yes, ma'am. This one.
Okay, okay. So this also a belief, okay, or a custom prevalent among the Hindus. Okay, they believed that if they cross the sea, what will happen? They will lose their
They will
religion and
lose the caste
caste.
and religion.
Okay, yes. So many of the sepoys they were not ready to cross the sea, but the Britishers compelled them to do the same. Okay. So they allow in the year 1856. That means just 1 year before the revolt. Okay, they passed a law that it should
Ma'am,
be
not this
mandatory.
slide, ma'am. The slide before this.
Is this is this
Yes,
one?
ma'am. This
Yes,
one.
ma'am. This one.
Okay, okay. So here only 2 points you needed to note it down. That is high taxes and rigid methods of revenue collection. So the peasants they were paying high taxes, and if they fail to pay, they will lose their land. Okay. Then this one, the suppose they were not happy with their salary, their allowances, and their working condition. So these 2 points only you needed to note it. Okay, any others? Any doubt, children?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
No, ma'am.
10 o'clock.
Okay, then
Okay,
shall
ma'am.
I move to? I think
10
it's the
o'clock,
time
ma'am.
to wind up our class. Anyway,
Mhm.
start an
Thank you, ma'am.
introduction. Okay, see the immediate cause for the revolt. Okay, so here we have seen that many of the section of Indian people they were not happy with the Britishers. Okay, were not happy with this situation, and the incident which triggered the mutiny.
Ma'am,
Okay,
can a little more zoom?
okay. See, children, have you heard about Mangal Pandey?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No,
See,
ma'am.
children, he was a young soldier. He was only a 27, 28 years old guy. Okay, he was a soldier. And during that time, a new type of rifle was introduced by the Britishers. This point we will explain in the next class. I will just start this one. See, children, During that time, the Britishers introduced a new type of rifle. Okay, new type of rifle, and the bullets.
Ma'am, that cartridge.
Ah, yes,
Cartridge.
cartridges. Okay, cartridges means the bullets to be loaded into the gun. Okay, so the bullets used in this type of gun or rifle, it was coated with the fat of cow and the pig.
Yes.
Okay, ah, yes, it was coated with the fat of cow and the pig. And you know, children, for the Hindus, cow was holy, and for the Muslims, pig is unholy. Okay, unholy, right? Yes, ah, yes. Okay, so it also, okay, and before loading this bullet into the rifle, they needed to bite it with their mouth. Have you seen in old movies or
Ma'am, they
something
could
like,
eat that.
Ma'am,
huh?
we have
Yes.
studied the
They could
same
eat
thing
that.
last year, I think so.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so before loading this bullets, they needed to bite it with their mouth or teeth. Okay, we
Ma'am,
have seen
Muslims
this
and
type of.
Hindus were not willing for that
Yes,
thing.
yes, yes. Okay, because for them, cow it is a holy thing. For the Muslims, pig is unholy one. Okay,
Haram.
so both the Hindus, yes, haram. Okay, so the both the Hindus and the Muslims, they were not ready to use this newly introduced rifle. Okay, so that we will discuss on the next class. That was the immediate cause, okay, for the outbreak of the revolt. Okay,
Ma'am,
okay, children. So shall I
ma'am,
today? Yes, Prarthana.
ma'am, next class also, can you explain the same thing?
Yes, yes. We'll start
Okay,
with
ma'am.
the points which I just started an introduction about this. Next class we will discuss this point again.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
and I will send the notes today. Okay, your class,
Okay,
children,
ma'am.
all